Good morning, guys. Welcome back. Today is going to be a day in the life vlog. I thought I would just take you along throughout our day today, just a normal, everyday summer day here in our house. In case you're not familiar, my name is Sarah. I am the homeschooling mom of those 5 kids over there. They range in age from toddlers all the way to teens, and today is just a normal day. All right, so my older 2 kids, my 13-year-old and my 12-year-old, just came home from swim team practice. They have to get up at the crack of dawn every morning and head to practice. They're up at like 6:30. So they're finished. We're having a quick breakfast of bagels and yogurt and fruit, and then we're going to do round 2, and I'm going to take a few of the little kids over to the pool for their swim lessons. We are home. We are back from swim lessons. When I got back, I just took a quick couple of moments to do just some basic household chores. I threw in a load of laundry, made sure the kitchen was cleaned up from breakfast, that sort of thing. And so now we are moving on to our summer school. We're going to try to get this done and all finished before lunch. Now, if you're interested in what we do for our summer homeschool, I will link a video I did just a couple weeks ago about our summer homeschool plans down below. But just in general, we are really just doing a light load of our normal homeschool days, really just focusing on a little bit of reading, a little bit of writing, and a little bit of math. So currently, Noah and Leah are off at their own desks, working completely independently, not needing my help at all, which is great. I have both of my toddlers baby-gated upstairs in their bedroom, just playing with toys. So that means I have anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes to sit here shoulder to shoulder with Mariah, who she is just finishing up first grade. And so we're going to work on some school together. That's one of my goals for the summer, is to just make sure I have a good chunk of shoulder to shoulder time with her every day to work on homeschool. So we're going to do a little bit of Matthew C, maybe a little bit of Happy Cheetah, and then do some reading on the couch.
We go to the swimming pool. We splash in the cool water.
So the toddlers are starting to get a little bit restless. They're definitely at the end of their rope for their independent playtime. So I'm going to let Mariah do the rest of her schooling on the iPad. She has a couple of apps that she likes to use, a math flashcard app in particular that I like for her to do every day, just to practice those math facts, those addition and subtraction, to keep them fresh in her mind. So she's going to finish that up. I'm going to check in with all of the other kids just to see how their schooling is going, and then hopefully we will get lunch started. right, so it is mid-afternoon. We have finished lunch. We have finished our audiobooks. I now have most of the kids, except for the one here at my feet. They are all in their corners for quiet time. And this is the time of day where Justin normally gets to have a break from work. He comes down for a few minutes. And one of the areas we've had to navigate since he has been working from home full-time is our coffee routine. So often he comes down right as I'm getting Ava down for a nap and he wants to brew coffee. And you guys know that we typically use a Chemex and we grind whole beans. Well, this is a loud process, and so this interrupts nap time. Javy Coffee is a company that reached out to me recently. They offered to send me a bottle of their coffee concentrate to try out if we would review it. And so that's what we're going to do today. Justin and I are just going to do a review of this Javy Coffee Concentrate. Seriously, just pretend, channel your bourbon
it's just
sniffer.
Not really, like, I don't feel like it has a particular odor per se.
No,
but it's a really big cup too, so it's a little hard to like.
I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not strong smelling. All right, I'm gonna let you have first taste. It's very weak.
It is pretty weak.
It is very, very weak coffee. Again, Justin and I like very strong coffee, so it does not surprise me that this tastes weak to us. We're gonna add a 1/3 teaspoon and see if that helps it out at all. Oh my goodness, we missed the bottle on half of that.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I don't know, we made a mess. Okay, it definitely has more of a coffee taste, but it's still on the weak side for me.
I wonder if you put like sugar, if that would like emphasize the
flavor. Okay, we're gonna try putting some sweetener in with it and see if that helps. Sugar definitely helped for me. It tastes more like coffee. It kind of reminds me of almost like a McDonald's coffee taste, maybe.
Yeah, it's a mild, like
breakfast blend kind of flavor. It just tastes like almond.
It smells.
It tastes like almond milk with a little bit of coffee flavor to it. Again, I think we need to add sweetener to it. I think that is kind of the thing you have to do to make it taste a little bit more like that coffee you're going to order from a drive-thru or something like that. So I'm going to add a good dose of sugar to this and see if that helps. Okay, that's better for sure. Drinking it with the straw, drinking it with the sweetener, it's definitely much better. If I had to have a preference, I would definitely drink this cold rather than hot. I would make this into some sort of cold brew with cream, maybe add some caramel. I'm really interested to try it as a Frappuccino. And I know that that was something you were interested in possibly using it for, is putting it in a protein shake, like with your protein powder. Like, I think that this would actually be a really great product to do with that, like with your chocolate protein powders. Now, so I would say Justin and I are kind of on the fence about this product.
It's probably super convenient. That's its biggest.
That would be the pro. Convenience.
Yeah, and it's probably on the weaker side, so you're probably gonna need to use more.
We are caffeine addicts here, let's just be honest. So the convenience factor, I would say, is definitely our #1 pro. But the lack of intense coffee flavor is definitely a con. And I'm the type of coffee drinker that I like it to kick me in the teeth as I am drinking it. So I think I would have to use a good 4 teaspoons, and that's a lot of caffeine. So that may be a con for you. Well, thank you, Javy Coffee, so much for sending this to us. We really appreciate it. I will make sure to put a link down below in the description box where you can head to Javy's website and consider purchasing it for yourself. now that I've had my afternoon caffeine fix, Ezra and I are actually out running a couple of errands. He has had to give up his afternoon nap. Ugh, it just makes me so sad. But he was staying up until 10:30 at night every night, and so it was time. It was just time for him to give up that afternoon nap. And so to keep him from falling asleep in the afternoons, I kind of have to keep him busy. And so I've been trying to run an errand in the afternoon every day or go take a walk with him, just something to keep him moving and keep him from falling asleep. So today we are at Michael's. I'm going to head in and just peruse their planner section. I'm hoping to find a new teacher planner for Mama to use next year for the 2021-2022 school year. All right, so we are home and it's a little bit windy out here, so I hope you guys can hear me. But we were unsuccessful. Sadly, Michael's is no longer carrying the teacher planner that I have used in years past. So now it's back to the drawing board. I'm gonna have to start searching for some other type of calendar planner to use. Actually, if you have any recommendations, ideas, suggestions for a homeschool or a teacher calendar, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I would love to hear about it. I'm really particular when it comes to calendars and planners for our homeschool, for our home. So I'm always looking for new ideas. I've never really found one that I love. So let me know if you have any ideas or thoughts. All right, so we are obviously in the backyard. I'm letting Ezra play and just get a little bit of energy out before we go inside to start dinner. And while I was back here, I thought that I would go ahead and give you guys just a quick little garden tour. This is something a few of you have been requesting, and so thought I would oblige you and just kind of show you guys how our little backyard hobby garden is going. I think I've definitely bit off a little bit more than I can chew. This is the biggest garden I've ever personally had, so it's a good bit of work, but I'm really enjoying it. Now, the weather here this summer has been a little bit wonky. We've had several cold spouts. We've had a lot of rain off and on. And so I feel like this has definitely affected my garden a good bit. So I'm not seeing quite as much production at this point in the year as I would normally like to see. Things are just a little slower moving than previous years. And that's okay. I'm just trying to be patient. So while Ezra and I were running around doing errands and playing outside in the backyard, Leah was inside baking cupcakes. This is actually one of her electives that she has been pursuing in school this year, kind of just a basic home economics class where she has been learning just some basic cooking skills. After a year of just doing some shadowing of me in the kitchen, she is able to make desserts start to finish completely unsupervised. Let me tell you, it is a perk as a mama to be able to come in and have your house smell like cupcakes and have a delicious dessert ready for you and your kitchen cleaned afterwards.
I did chocolate cupcakes with chocolate icing and sprinkles and cherries, and I cut up straws and stuck them in to make it look like milkshakes.
All right, so once we get all of these cupcakes put away and she finishes cleaning up, we are going to get a jump on dinner. What is for dinner tonight? Well, we are going to have a very quick and easy dinner, fish tacos, one of our favorite things to eat in the summer. I've talked about it a lot here on my channel before. We love to use the tortilla crusted tilapia from Costco and make fish tacos. So we're going to throw that in the oven, and then we're going to do an Instant Pot full of rice and probably flavor it with some cilantro and lime. And that's what's for dinner tonight. That'll pretty much wrap up our day. All of the kids are kind of begging for us to take them back over to the pool tonight, so we will see if we have time to squeeze that in or not. I'm not 100% convinced we will be able to do it. I'm starting to run low on energy at this point, but we'll see, who knows. All right, so as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. See you guys later.